Imagine listening to a song and unknowingly committing the one sin Allah will never forgive if you die without repenting. A sin so great that it erases all your good deeds. That sin is shirk, and today we'll see how it hides inside music. Shirk means associating partners with Allah, whether in worship, attributes, or authority.
إن الله لا يغفر أن يشرك به ويغفر ما دون ذلك لمن يشاء ومن يشرك بالله فقد افترى إثما عظيما.
But here's the scary part. You don't have to physically bow to an idol to commit shirk. Some songs openly call on false gods or mythical beings. Others glorify pagan deities, ancient rituals, or even satanic figures. The melody is sweet, the beat is catchy, but the lyrics are poison. In the music industry, artists call themselves God's immortal saviors. They stand on stage with thousands of fans, chanting their names, hands raised like worshippers. It's not just performance, it's self-deification, and millions watch without realizing they're part of a modern-day worship ritual. Some lyrics say, "You're my destiny, you give me life. Without you, I am nothing." But only Allah controls destiny. Only Allah gives life. When these words are sung over and over, they plant false beliefs deep in the heart. Some music videos and concerts include chants, mantras, and rituals copied from witchcraft and paganism. They may look like creative performances, but they're actually invoking forces other than Allah, a direct form of shirk. When fans cry, scream, faint, and bow before singers, it mirrors the devotion people once gave to idols. The human figure becomes the object of love, fear, and loyalty, replacing the creator. Love songs often make a person the center of existence. Without you, I can't live. When our emotional survival depends entirely on someone other than Allah, it becomes a dangerous attachment. Shirk is the one sin Allah has promised never to forgive without repentance.